I remember the day that the phone call came from my doctor and hearing those words, "You have cancer." I could feel the air just kind of get sucked out of the room. I remember somebody saying something like, "If you're going to get cancer, that's a pretty good one to get." And, oh, you know, my aunt's hairdresser's neighbor had cancer and she didn't even have to take any time off work. When I met with the surgeon, that's the first time I heard the words triple negative, and that was pretty scary, you know, not so easy peasy. A lot of the things you read about triple negative have words like difficult to treat and high recurrence and poor outcomes. When the results came back from the MRI and they could see 2 tumors in different quadrants and all kinds of other smaller things happening. And so I knew I was looking at a mastectomy down the road, and that's a really hard thing to wrap your mind around. When you get a cancer diagnosis, it's so overwhelming and kind of just are pushed into this flurry of medical appointments and tests and scans and so many things that you have no control over. And it's frightening and it's anxiety inducing. And so I made contact with the Ottawa Regional Cancer Foundation, and it was one of the best things I did for myself. I really hope that nobody ever kind of says that I've lost my battle with cancer, because I really think that I actually win that battle every day. You know, with support from my family and from my friends, and with support of programs like they have here at the Community Cancer Hub. One of the first classes I took here at the Hub was a nutrition class. One of the best things was the instructor, Kathy Smart. She's just such a delightful human. She really makes everybody feel so welcome, and she's so knowledgeable and generous. There's a lot of information that you can get online or in books, but none of that compares to doing it in a community with other people, getting that extra benefit of spending time with people who know what you're going through, and you kind of come out of here feeling inspired. And I think I've cooked every single recipe that Kathy has shared with us in these classes. One of the other classes I took was a beginner fitness fun. I really took this class because I wanted to spend more time with all the great people I was meeting here, and it was also taught by Kathy, so I mean, you can never have too much Kathy Smart in your life. But I learned really quickly how important it is, not just for the social aspect. Doing those exercises has really made a huge impact on my life. For me, by far, the one that I loved the most was the art therapy. We started out with some writing, and so I wrote some things like, "I'm the one who is powerful. I am the one who has agency. I am the one who loves deeply. And I'm the one who makes art." We just tore that paper up into little bits and incorporated them into a creation of some kind. And I ended up with this strange-looking bird. I called it Migration because it just feels like having cancer and going through cancer treatment. You just have to migrate to a new space, a new work of art that is your life. And every time I walk by it, I'm reminded that I have agency and power, and that I love deeply, and that I am loved, and that I can do it. The things you do, the choices that you make on a daily basis to look after yourself and to feed yourself well and to move your body through space in a way that will heal you and support you. You learn that there's an immediate payoff to that, and that it's worth it. And so I think about that all the time. Every time I struggle a little bit maybe to get moving. Hope to me is scientific breakthrough and medical breakthrough, but it's also exercise and nutrition and art and love and family and friends and all those things that mean that I can live a good life, and hopefully someday as somebody who went through cancer treatment a long time ago. Hope is right here. It's in this building. Hope is right through these front doors.